Hello everyone, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? It is Saturday, and I hope you all had an awesome day. I had a great day. It's Memorial Day weekend, so I'm kind of excited about that and having a day off on Monday and everything. And I'll tell you more about my day later because I have another video that I want to do and some things I want to share with you. But this video is all about this journal and the Mayhem Mystery Junk Journal Challenge. I don't know if I said that in the right order, but you know what I'm talking about. So I was working on this journal, and I kind of was planning to do more on video, but sometimes, you know, I'm crafting and making my journals, and I'm just, you know, sometimes I just watch TV. I have a TV in here in my craft room, and I just like to watch TV and craft away. So that's what I did. I got going and just kept on going. Never turned the video on. So I'm just going to share with you where I'm at this stage. So if you have any questions, just let me know. But what I did was I went ahead and did my first ever little tiny, pretty small little tassel here. And I think I tried to do coordinating colors to go with this journal. So I've got some yellow and green in there, and some little blingy beads, and some lace, some twine, and some little this is like a cord of, you know, almost like a braided cord. So I think it came out pretty cute for my first one. I think I need to practice. Got a little gold cord in there. But I think it's pretty cute, and it goes well with this journal. So it will be included with this journal. And I made it with you know, little notebook ring. And so it can clip right off of here with that. And then I hooked it onto a binder clip. It's a yellow binder clip, so it can hook right onto the spine here. And I don't have my pages sewn in yet, so I don't want to clip my pages, but let me show you. It just clips right on here like this. And then, so yeah, you would clip it to the outside so that so it's like that, and then you kind of can just flip it down. It can hang on the side like that. So pretty cute. So that's another thing I can check off my little list of the 25 to 31 things we need to do for this challenge. So another one down. And then I also got to town working on finishing the binder, or the cover. So I'll show you that real quick. I chose to put this is kind of some like seam binding. I chose a color that matched, I thought, really well with this whole color scheme. And I debated on whether to put it here on the edge where the fabric meets the cover, or to put it like in the middle of the fabric. And I held it up in both places, and it just looks so awesome right here. And so that's what I did. And I wasn't going to put any on the back, but it looks so awesome again on the front that I tried it on the back, and I was like, wow, that looks so cool. I just really loved how it looked. So I went ahead and put some there on the front and the back. So that's where we're at with the outside of the cover. And then on the inside, I put some, I kind of wasn't going to put pockets on the inside because I love this paper that, you know, is already on the book. This is how it came and how I got it. And I just love this kind of branchy little kind of florals here. But I took out this trim here, I guess it's trim. It's like a burlap and lace trim. And I was kind of just holding it here to see how it looked. And I thought it looked so great. I had to go ahead and add it because it just looked so, I thought it was so pretty. So I did go ahead and add these pockets here and here. So that's pretty much done as far as the cover goes. And then I started working on my pages. So like I said, I wanted to use all the pages from the book because I think they're so pretty. So I took those and divided them into 4 signatures. So I've got 4 signatures to go in here. And then I picked out what I thought I would like to be the first pages in each signature. So when you end one signature, you get a really pretty first page of the next signature. So that was my goal there. And then, I don't know if you remember, but the pages were kind of like, had a kind of ripped look to them. But, you know, when you cut off a spine, your book is a little narrower than it started. So then a lot of the times the pages that came with the book will stick out too far. So what I had to do was, see, now they're good. And you can see a little bit of edging here, which I think I really like, because I'll show you what I used on the book pages, the pages that came with this book. I have these scissors. They're paper edgers, and this particular one is called Victorian. So I decided to use these on all the book pages that came with the book, so I could have that same look that came, you know, the book pages came with the book. So I did that. I used them on all the book pages that came with the book. And then I got this really pretty kind of edging here. Don't know if that'll show up in the camera, but I'll try to show you how it looks with all the book pages are cut with those scissors. So you get a really pretty look here on the edges of the side. And then if you turn it from the top, if you look from the top, they don't really stick out, but they stick out just a tiny bit so that you can see, if you can see it at all, you see that pretty edging. And I just thought, you know, because I was like thinking, well, I'm going to need to cut them some more because they're a little bit over the edge, but it's almost like a lace, like I put on a lace trim or something. And it just, those pretty edges just look so pretty when you look down on the book right here. I just loved it so much, so that's how I'm going to leave it. So I'll just show you the pages so far. I've got, like I said, 4 signatures, and I'm so excited because they're just looking so pretty. So the book pages that came with the book have like florals and botanicals and like poems and things. So I wanted to add the pages I wanted to add in. I wanted to have space to write and, you know, blank space to put in whatever somebody might want to put in. So that's how I do all my journals, so pretty much. So I'll just flip through kind of real quick so you can get an idea of what I'm doing so far. Like, yeah, you'll recognize, I won't say it every time, but you'll recognize the pages from the book. I'll just tell you what pages I added. So like this is pretty cool paper right here. And I think the first person I saw use this paper, and I'll show you what I have, where I got it from. Here it is right here in front of me. I got up to get it, but it's right in front of me. It's this roll of paper right here. It's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's a thinnish paper, but I got some of this paper. It comes on a roll like this, and there's just tons of it on here, and it was pretty cheap. I think this was like $4 something on Amazon, and I got a roll of brown too, brownish, like craft colored. Here's the end of it so you can see how much paper is on there. But I got a brownish. The brownish one is a little bit shorter, like it goes to right here, say, something like that. But it's plenty long enough, and see, I had to cut it down to fit into this book. But it's kind of a thinnish paper, but it's really cool paper, and it's really kind of like, you get that nice paper sound when you turn it, and it's a solid color like this green, kind of a natural looking color. So that's why I chose that one to put in here. And, oh, I was going to say, the first person I think I saw use it was Gail, and she had picked it up in the paint department at Home Depot, and I was like, oh, I need to go to Home Depot and check that out, because that looks really cool. But what I did was go on Amazon, because I didn't want to go to Home Depot that day, and I found it, like, it was super cheap even on Home Depot, and if you can get free shipping, you know, there you go. So I just ordered it on Amazon, got my 2 rolls, and so I have like tons of that paper now, and I love the sound of it and the feel of it and everything. So I put some of that in here. I put some lined coffee dyed paper, and those were all taken from composition books, so I didn't want to cut them, so those are all folded. I put an envelope in each signature. So this one has like a forest green colored envelope. And then the, pages from the book. This is a solid piece of coffee dyed. I put a card in each signature. So here's the card in this one. I put some graph paper in each signature. And some ledger paper. And some coffee dyed music paper. Or piano book paper. And then here we're at the middle of this one. So I won't go through all this back half of that one because it's the same thing. We'll just go to the next signature here. And so it's the same type of papers. I'll just flip through on this one and tell you anything that's different from what you saw in the first one. But this is just where I'm at with the different papers. And oh, there's 2 pieces of ledger there. I'm going to have to count those pages. I think I'm doing 11 pages in each signature. I like how they laid in my glue books, doing 11 or 12 pages. Here's the card in this one. So that's what I'm doing in this one. So you still have, with 4 signatures, you still have tons of pages. But and that's the middle of that one. So we'll go to the back here. And here's the envelope in this one. Kind of matches the colors going on in this signature. So yeah, so you have plenty of pages and they lay nicely. This is all the same type of pages. The only thing different, let me flip back. I put a doily, a coffee dyed doily in this one. So there's only one doily in the whole book. There's a card, here's the card in this one, this signature. And that's the back half of the card. And let's see what else we have. I think that's everything that's different in that one. Oh, here's the envelope right there, green one. And then the last signature here. And this one has kind of a woodsy looking envelope in it. I still haven't decided how I'm doing the envelopes. I want to make sure they're accessible, easily accessible. So I might do something like put them on a page like this, and then they'll flip out. I'm sure you've seen that before. And then they're kind of like more accessible, easily accessible than if I put them like this, say it's here. Then it's a little harder to get into and get in and out of if it's like that. So that's why I had that one like that, because that was to remind me to figure out how I was going to do the envelopes. Here's the card in this one. These are all old cards I had in my stash. So I wanted to use the bigger cards since this is a little bit, bigger book. I can fit some tall cards in here. So I thought that was cool. So that's where I'm at so far. I did a lot. So I need to work more on my ephemera because I've got about, let me see my list here. 1, 2, 3. I crossed off the doily. I had that doily in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things crossed out. So you can see I have quite a bit to go. So I'm going to get busy on that. And then I'll be back to share where I'm at next. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. And I would love to hear any comment. I love comments. And, I love to communicate with people and my subbies and everything. And so I just want to thank everybody for subscribing and commenting. And it's just, I love doing this, making the journals and sharing them on YouTube. So I just love, love to respond to your comments too and communicate with everybody. And I just feel like I have so many YouTube friends now that it's just, I'm really enjoying this whole YouTube experience along with my Etsy shop. So Thank you for watching tonight, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you. Good night.